it's time to kick off something very special. Welcome to our very first Training Tuesday at Early Childhood Teachers Training Institute. In this first edition, we will be looking at some tips to help the little ones with the settling in process, more specifically dealing with separation anxiety. In the first few years of growing up, it's usual for young children to feel a bit upset when they have to be away from their parents. So, what can teachers do to help children who are feeling worried about going to school and make those morning goodbyes easier? This is especially important for the younger students who might be starting school for the very first time. What is separation anxiety? The American Academy of Pediatrics defines separation anxiety as the distress that children show when being separated from their primary caregivers. It usually shows up when babies are about 7 or 8 months old, a time when they start understanding that things exist even if they can't see or hear them, known as object permanence. It might get better for a while, but it can come back when children start preschool, making mornings tricky for students, parents, and teachers. As teachers, it's important to have a bag full of tricks to help our students settle into our classrooms and enable them to have productive and enjoyable learning experiences. Tip number 1: be the primary point of contact. Your anxious student needs to develop a sense of trust and a feeling of safety with you. Try to make sure that you, the classroom teacher, are consistently the person who greets any anxious little ones at the door. This will also help you to get to know the parents and establish a routine and rhythm for the handover process in the morning. Tip number 2: acknowledge the child or the student's feelings. Get down to the student's level and make eye contact and let them know that it's okay for them to feel upset. As humans, we have 87 human emotions and experiences. So remind the child that they are in a safe and secure place, that it's okay for them to feel upset, but that they are with kind and caring people. Tip number 3: let the parents know how you will communicate with them. To establish a communication method that works for both of you is vital the first day. Sometimes parents find it very hard to leave their child while they are still crying. If you can reassure the parents that you'll be in touch to update them during your break, either by using your digital communication app or a WhatsApp message, it will reassure the parents and make the goodbye easier. Tip number 4: create a visual timetable for the students. This could be done as a whole class activity or an individual task where you will focus on the anxious student. Take them aside and help them to understand what their day will look like, what they will do, why they need to move around within the setting, and also when will mommy come to fetch them. Happy Training Tuesday, educators! Let's make each Tuesday a celebration of our shared passion for early childhood education in South Africa. Get ready for a year of growth, inspiration, and collaboration with Early Childhood Teachers Training Institute. Next week, we will continue our journey to help children with their emotional well-being and self-regulation in the early childhood classroom. See you next week.